So welcome to this video. In this video we're going to look at our shortlist of motorhomes that we're considering as our new motorhome. We're not going to reveal at the moment which motorhome we're buying, but our new motorhome is in the shortlist.
Yeah.
So no prizes for anyone who guesses correctly, but leave your comments in the video below. Let us know if you know which one it is. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to Bailey
For the loan of various motorhomes, which really helped us draw up our list of what our requirements are.
I don't think we really knew what our requirements
No.
are until we tried several motorhomes. Now, most people don't get to try a motorhome before they buy it, so we've been very privileged in that respect. And I hope that the videos we've made of us testing and going out in the Bailey have helped other people decide what sort of motorhome they want. So
Yeah.
a big thank you to Bailey. The other people we ought to thank is Tyne Valley Motorhomes, because they're the only other people we've actually borrowed a motorhome from.
That's
We
right.
tried to borrow a motorhome from Auto Trail and they've all gone quiet.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we did ask about borrowing the Bailey Endeavour and the Alora after the show, but I think they're incredibly popular. So
And then they're away at the moment anyway, aren't they, in the Alps?
oh, they're in the Alps, yeah, that's right. It's probably a bit warmer than it is here.
I don't think so.
But anyway, on to the video. We've got a number of requirements that we sort of come up with, you know, having driven those Baileys and knowing what we liked and what we didn't like. And I'll just go through them. And you know, it wasn't necessarily they had to have all of these, let's put it that way. We realised that you know, some things a motorhome's going to have that we would have liked but doesn't have. Anyway, stop waffling. So automatic, we wanted an automatic. I think having driven the Adamos, I really liked driving an automatic, and I thought the next motorhome's got to be an automatic.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was top of our list, I think, really. Single beds, we like the idea of single beds. I know people say, why don't you get a double, don't you like each other and all that sort of thing. No, we don't like each other.
No, that's it. And then, yeah.
Garage. I think the Adamo again convinced us we probably need a garage. We were a bit sceptical, I think, when we first bought this, that we needed a garage. And I think it's only since we've been taking sort of bikes away with us and we've had things, you know, for product review and that sort of thing, we realised
like the fridge. Yeah.
yeah, how useful a garage really is. Travel seats. When we bought this, it doesn't have travel seats. This Kon-Tiki Swift Kon-Tiki Sport 574. It doesn't have travel seats, and we can't take anyone with us. So we can't take it out on a day out.
I mean, before we had one which had the traditional travel seats, didn't we? But we found that wasn't very good when you were entertaining more than 4 people.
No, so it didn't.
So we wanted the twin sofas, and at the time there weren't many that came with travel seats in the sofas. There was only really Elddis,
Yeah.
and they weren't particularly good travel seats. So that was a big game changer for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Just make sure my phone's on again. Yeah, we wanted a good washroom. There were a few washrooms that we'd tried we didn't like.
Yeah, mainly. I mean, it's mainly the height of the toilet and
Yeah.
a bit cramped in the shower. So yeah, that was. Still wanted a nice washroom.
Yeah. A big deciding factor for, well, no, I wouldn't say it's even a deciding factor. A consideration really was whether we wanted to be able to tow the car or not, whether we wanted to carry on towing the car.
Yeah.
So there were a few vans in this shortlist that are not able to tow the car. So, you know, whether we're able to make that compromise or not is a good question, really.
It's while we're still doing these shows, you know, particularly at Summers Wood, when you're going in most days and you're having to go in very early so that you can film, it's a lot easier for you to be able to just jump in the car and go to the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also if we go somewhere where it's very narrow lanes, I mean, I'm thinking of Cornwall particularly.
Yeah.
I mean, the car was very good there. I think anything wider than the Little Up would have struggled in some of those areas.
Obviously, the counter to that is if we can't tow a car, we'd have a smaller van. It would be cheaper on ferries and tolls and that sort of thing. We wouldn't have to go through the a procedure of keeping the C1 license. So, you know, you've got to weigh these things
There
up.
is, yeah, that's right.
The other thing is the heating. This is a bit of nice to have, but we do like Alde Heating, so you know, so that's a consideration.
We have used vans with true heating, and they've been fine.
Yeah.
So it's not the be all and end all, is it?
No,
but
no, so it's a nice to
we've
have.
liked having the Alde.
Yeah. And the final consideration was really just about the living space. Could we get on with the living space?
Yeah, I think we decided early on that we want a separate living area, didn't we?
Yeah.
Particularly if one of us isn't too great or one of us wants to go for a sleep.
Yeah.
If you've just got a drop down bed,
yeah,
you,
let's
you
face
can't.
it, you go to bed before me, and it goes
Yes.
back to the original thing about twin beds, isn't it? So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So the first motorhome on our list is the Swift Ascari 384. Now, this is a new motorhome. We first saw it at the last show, and it is available as an automatic. It has got single beds,
Yeah.
but it has got travel seats. It can tow the car because it's a Fiat, the Fiat Ducato. But one negative about it is not got the Alde Heating, which we like. And the living space, it was a little bit
tight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think you've got the kitchen and then you've got the washroom opposite, haven't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
So on a similar vein, we looked at the Bailey Alora 694T. Now, I've always liked the 694s in the Bailey range anyway.
Yes.
Because they're nice and compact, they're not too long. And the Alora is a compact van, being narrower, like the Ascari. So again, it's an automatic. Again, it's single beds. It's got a garage, this one.
Yes.
It's not the biggest garage you'll ever get.
No.
Got travel seats. It's got a good washroom. It can't tow the car. So if we were going for that, then obviously we need to decide that we're not taking the car with us.
Yeah.
It's Truma heating, and living space was a little bit cramped, we thought.
Yeah, because it's a narrower van, isn't it?
You compromise.
I think that again the washroom is opposite the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
It's
next
a nice
one,
van though.
nice van. Next one on our list is a bit of a left fielder, really, and it's something we kept looking at because we sort of like the ambience in the Adrias, and this is the Adria Corel MB 670 DL, to give it its full title.
Yeah.
It's a van I don't think I've actually ever filmed.
We filmed the basic one, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it's quite a while ago. I think it was 2019.
Yeah.
So obviously the price has increased since then.
The price, I can't figure out what the price is, but it's well over 120,000 as best I can tell on the Mercedes. So,
Yeah.
But an absolutely gorgeous van, and to be honest, it ticks all the boxes.
Each column has got a tick in it. Yes,
Yeah,
for that
right.
one.
Yeah. Next one is the Autosleeper Corinium Duo. Now this is one we looked at early on in our search, really. Like the Corinium Duo, we liked it because it got single beds. Actually, it got it's more of a sort of traditional layout.
It's more like the layout we've
currently
got. Yeah.
So we were asking ourselves, could we continue with that sort of layout? Really, when we're looking at it. Negatives are there's no automatic available
Because it's on a Peugeot Boxer.
Yeah.
So you'd have to wait for the new Peugeot Boxer, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Peugeot are supposed to be doing an automatic, so it might, change our minds on the Corinium Duo, and I think you can probably guess it sort of knocked itself off the list because it wasn't automatic. So. But we thought we'd include it anyway because it's a really nice van.
Kept looking at it.
Yeah. And a similar vein is the Autosleeper Burford Duo. Now it's the same van on a Fiat, which then puts it back into if it was on a Fiat, they do it on a Peugeot. They can do it on a Fiat. So
or they do it on a Mercedes, don't they?
No. Oh, sorry, it's a Mercedes. Beg your pardon. Yeah. The Burford Duo is a Mercedes, so So
yes.
it is available as automatic.
It's a lot longer, isn't it? I think it's nearly 9 metres, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It is quite a long van.
So that's a real consideration, isn't it?
Yeah, because
is it too long?
Yeah, we can just about fit this one on the drive with a bit to spare to put the car on the front. It's probably not really on our list here, but it is a consideration. The other thing about it is it's not really got a garage.
No.
So maybe that was a consideration. Great washroom. We can tow the car with it. It hasn't got Alde Heating, which I always think it's a shame that Autosleeper don't do Alde Heating.
No. No, again, it's Truma, isn't it?
Yeah. But you know, that's not the end of the world.
No.
Next one on our list is one we're very familiar with because we borrowed it for about three weeks.
We had it for nearly a month. Yes,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's the Bailey Adamo 75-4T. Now this is one really for, well, it sort of changed our perception about garages really.
Yes.
It's automatic, and that was a good sign. It's single beds. It ticks most of the boxes. Let's face it. The biggest drawback, if there is a drawback with it, is it can't tow a car. So if we were going for the Bailey Adamo 75-4T, we'd have to decide that we're not going to tow the car. So that's the big sort of consideration there. But yeah,
Got travel seats, hasn't it? When we took Glyn and Sharon out in them.
yeah,
Yeah, they're very comfortable.
that's right.
There's a lot to like.
A lot to like about it. And on the same theme, the Bailey Autograph 79-4T. Now we even considered that when we were thinking about this one.
Yes.
So that does take us quite a way back. Drawback with that is not automatic.
Yeah.
Again, that could reappear in our consideration if Peugeot made the automatic available.
That's right. Well, it's 2019 they launched the Autograph, so we keep thinking, well, maybe there will be a facelift or a change to it, because that's coming up for 5 years, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think you can see this is difficult, can't you? Yeah. Other things about it hasn't got a garage. That was the other thing.
That's the other thing. It only got a tiny little
locker, really, you'd call it. Wouldn't
Yeah, it went all the way through.
Yeah.
So I mean, when we looked at it, I thought, well, you could put your awning in there. You could put, things aren't too tall, but you wouldn't get your bike in there.
No. The next on our list is the Swift Voyager 584.
No, kept looking at this.
Yeah. Now it's interesting because it's a Ford and it's an automatic, and
Well, it's an option.
it's an option, isn't it? You'd have to buy it as an
Yeah, it doesn't come as standard.
option. I think you can guess what the drawback with it is.
Same as the Adamo.
The same as the Adamo. You can't tow the car, so we've still got this thing. Are we going to keep using the car? Are we going to take the car with us or not? And that would be, sort of final decider for what van we're getting.
Like a tennis match, that one.
Ding,
isn't it?
ding. Juice. The next one on our list is a Swift Kon-Tiki 784. We looked at this 2002, I think, when it first came out.
It was, there was one of the first show, I think, after the lockdowns. We saw this,
and it was a real sort of wow
We
factor.
went wow as soon as we went in it. A
bit like the Adria Corel, it ticks all the boxes. You can
there
tow
isn't
with
anything that hasn't got.
No, I suppose if there is a drawback with it, it's the price, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, it's finding the difference between what we can get for this van and what we would get for one of those.
That's right.
So that's the big consideration. But yes, we really did like the Swift Kon-Tiki.
And we've seen some other people have got one, haven't we? Really like the look of it.
Yeah. Yep. On a slightly different, away from Swift and Voyager, Auto Trail, the F70 is one we've kept looking at because the F line keeps appearing at Todd's, doesn't it?
Yes, I think they've had the whole range at various times.
Yeah. I think the last time I filmed one, it was called a Auto Trail Tribute F40. I think they've dropped the Tribute since then. But a lot of boxes ticked here. One that's not ticked is the Alde box. It's got Truma heating. It is, interestingly enough, able to tow up to 1,000 kilos.
Yeah, which is a bit
limit,
tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit tight because I think our up is just slightly over 1,000 kilos. So.
Yeah, so it's I'm not
it's
sure about that.
On that, so that's an interesting one. But yeah, I do like the F line, obviously with the Ford cab, and the layouts are great. Lots of lockers and everything with Auto Trails. Next one is going back a little while, is the Elddis Autoquest 185. Now the various versions of this, there's the
Supreme, isn't
Supreme,
there?
yeah.
And the Cordo.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
actually film a Supreme, so I think the video we've got is of the Autoquest 185.
That's right, which is sort of the, what can I say? It's
Starter
range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
entry
So
level.
I mean, we kept going in this
Yeah,
because it is similar to the layout we've got at the moment.
yeah. Drawbacks with it are Truma again. It's a minor thing, but lack of garage,
Yes.
and it's sticking with the layout we've got as well. So
Could we get an automatic in it? I didn't,
I'm not sure.
because I think it's on a Peugeot Boxer.
I think it's on a Peugeot. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if that's the case, no, not at the moment.
No. Now, the final one on our list is a Malibu T 490 LE. I've looked at Malibus when they've been at Todd's. We borrowed a Malibu when we borrowed that A-Class from Tyne Valley Motorhomes and did rather like it. I wasn't so keen on the A-Class cab, and it just felt like the windscreen was like, you know, on the end of the bonnet. It's a weird feeling, really. But
Yeah,
just a personal preference.
that's right.
But the Malibu T 490 LE is a
Coach built, isn't it?
built, or semi-integrated, I think they call it, don't they? So it's much more like this sort of layout where you've got a cab and then a coach built on the back of it.
I think when Peter Vaughan was reviewing it, there are a lot of things that don't come as standard.
Yeah.
So we've been a bit, you know, we would want that, and then of course the price is going up and up.
Yeah, that's right. You tick all the boxes and you end up around about £130,000. So
Yes.
And for that sort of money, I'd be expecting Alde Heating.
Yeah, there were some strange things that weren't sort of standard. I think something like alloy wheels or something.
Yeah.
You'd think, well, surely for a van like that, you'd get these certain things as standard.
Yeah.
So that's sort of.
But
Yeah.
you'd have to go through
We'd
the options list.
We'd have to go through
and
the
tick-
options list and tick everything.
Tick all
and
the boxes, yeah.
Yeah.
So have you worked out which motorhome we're going for?
Yeah.
You know, I think the biggest consideration for us was whether we wanted to take a car with us.
Yeah, we'd still want the facility to be able to do that
Yeah,
for the shows and for if we go to somewhere like Cornwall
yeah,
and we've been used to it. We've been towing the car with us, well, back to the Bolero days, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It's 2015 we first went and got the equipment fitted. So I think you still want to be able to do that. Whether we will obviously wouldn't take it when we go to Europe because we don't need to. But the great thing about if we get a van that's got travel seats is while we're there, we can take friends out for the day,
yeah,
which we haven't been able to do and we've missed doing.
yeah. So what do you think we decided?
Answers down below.
So I think we're going to leave it here.
Yeah, we'll leave it here
before she
we
gives away any more.
or I actually say which one it is. Yeah.
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 So we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye
then.
then.